Hey guys, I'm gonna be talking about the very first episode of the Joker game, but I have to say this about the English voice acting for the fucking, it was just so bad. Like, I just can't handle like Japanese voice actors trying to do English. I mean, I'm pretty sure they have good English, some of them do, but for some reason, all the animes that have voice acting for English, they just try to make it sound so fucking bad for some reason. It just sounds horrible. But overall, I liked the themes in this episode of how mature the way it went. The soundtrack in this episode it really made the ambiance and the feeling of the mood of this episode very serious. I really liked that. It was basically an agency where they train these spies to know all these different languages, seduce women and all this shit. And it was very interesting to see how they had different personalities, but they were faking majority of their personalities as well as their names, even within the spies themselves. They were not even pretending to be themselves. I mean, they were like faking to be someone else, which is pretty interesting. And the title of the Joker game, it's like a different way of playing Joker. I mean, not Joker, poker, my bad. But I don't know how to play poker, so I don't really know how everything works. But in the Joker game, you basically have to aim and try to kill off one guy, but during the game you have to use like signals and stuff like that to make people get on your good side. And then also within the group, you're supposed to get people into your group, and then like you have to like betray other people in order to get this one guy killed off. It was a really nice way to show how the Joker game became real life for our main guy in this episode. He was put in a situation where he had to find enough evidence, or even a little bit of evidence, to get this guy, because he was doing some shady shits, and he became the Joker. He became the guy that was in the position that he had to kill himself, or he had to kill the guy who got him in the situation. It was a good first episode. I did not like how they ended in the cliffhanger. I want to see how he's gonna get out of the situation, but as we can see, I don't know how he's gonna get out of the situation. Maybe he's gonna pull something out of his ass, find some sort of evidence, but I want to know like what the fuck's happening. What's gonna happen in the next episode, like right now. I heard some people said that this first episode of Joker game wasn't really that interesting, and that it was a little bit boring and the pacing was a little bit off. But I personally liked it. It wasn't that bad. I liked, especially the soundtrack. The soundtrack made this show so intense, and how everything, like the ambiance and the mood of this show, was just portrayed perfectly. I think this was honestly a really good first episode for the series. I mean, there are other series in the season that had better first episodes, and personally, the ReZero series, man, it was so out of the blue. That was my favorite episode. It had 2 parts, so technically it's like almost 2 episodes, but like that one was the one that, it was a fucking crazy first 2 parts. How do you think the very first episode of the Joker game was for you? Tell me in the comment section below on how you guys thought it was portrayed. I thought it was done pretty damn well with the animation quality and everything. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'm out, guys.